Can you imagine traveling all over the city, spending less than a coffee a day? Well, get ready, because today we are going to discover the 7 scooters with the best fuel consumption of 2025. Those machines that seem to drink air instead of gasoline. It doesn't matter if you are looking for an ally for your daily routine, an economical option for your journeys, or you simply want to save without giving up style. Here you're going to meet the most efficient, modern, and surprising scooters of the year. So adjust your helmet, subscribe if you haven't already, and stay with me until the end of the video, because here you can find your next companion. Let's get started.
Suzuki Bergman Street 125EX. If you are looking for a scooter that combines style, comfort, and a fuel consumption that will make your wallet smile, you have come to the right place. Today, I am going to talk to you about the Suzuki Bergman 125, a motorcycle that in 2025 continues to prove that you don't need a giant engine to enjoy a truly premium riding experience. Imagine gliding through the city with that elegance that turns heads, but with the practicality of a true companion for urban adventures. A scooter that moves with the smoothness of a Swiss watch, but with the soul of a great traveler. Let's start with its heart, an engine that is pure intelligence. It is a 124cc air-cooled single-cylinder equipped with the advanced Suzuki Eco-Performance Alpha technology. And what does that mean for you? Very simple. A power of 8.6 horsepower and a torque of 10 Newton meters available instantly with just a soft touch of the throttle. That immediate response is especially felt in the changing city traffic, where every second counts. But here comes one of its best tricks, the easy start and stop system, which turns the engine automatically when you stop at a traffic light and turns it back on silently and instantly when you are ready to continue. Thanks to that, the consumption is simply impressive, only 1.9 liters every 100 kilometers. With its 5.5-liter tank, we are talking about such a generous range that you will probably forget when was the last time you visited a gas station. Let's move on to how it behaves on the road. The Bergman Street 125EX is built on a light and agile chassis with a dry weight of only 112 kilograms. That makes it tremendously manageable and easy to control, whether you're a beginner or your daily routine consists of dodging cars on narrow streets. Its front suspension with telescopic fork and the rear single shock absorber are perfectly tuned to absorb the city's bumps smoothly. And in terms of safety, it has a combined braking system with a front disc and rear drum that work together to offer you balanced, stable, and uncomplicated braking. Its 12-inch tubeless tires complete the package, providing confidence and stability on any surface. But the real touch comes with its technology and comfort. Get on, and the first thing you will notice is its digital instrument panel with LCD screen, where all the information is perfectly clear, including an efficient riding indicator that helps you save even more fuel. The full LED lighting not only provides a modern look, but also much better nighttime visibility. In terms of practicality, it has a spacious underseat storage of 21 liters, enough to store a full-face helmet or your daily shopping. Furthermore, it offers 2 front compartments, one of them with a USB port, so you can keep your mobile or your devices always charged. The seat, only 780 millimeters from the ground, and the relaxed riding position with a flat floorboard guarantee comfort for both the rider and the passenger, even on the longest daily journeys. And of course, we cannot fail to mention its design. It features elegant and voluminous lines, which give it the presence of a much larger and more luxurious scooter than its displacement might make you think. The details, such as the red seat stitching or the integrated LED taillights, complete a modern and sophisticated style, the kind that makes people stop you to ask, "Hey, what scooter is that?" And its price? In the European market, it is offered with a recommended value between 3,000 and 3,250 euros, depending on the country and local taxes. A truly competitive figure within the premium 125 segment. There is no official data on its price in the United States, which suggests that its commercialization is more focused on Europe and other international markets. If we listen to the users, the praise is constant. They highlight its incredible fuel economy, its urban manageability, and its high level of comfort. Of course, there are also points to improve. Some taller riders comment that on very long journeys, they might wish for a slightly more spacious posture, and several miss an ABS braking system instead of the CBS, something that some competitors already include. In forums, small details with the starting system are occasionally mentioned, but in general, it is recognized for its reliability, low maintenance, and excellent value for money. So, who is this scooter for? It is the perfect urban companion for those who seek economy without giving up style. Ideal for beginners due to its ease of riding, for retirees who prioritize comfort, and for any city lover who wants to arrive at their destination fresh, relaxed, and with class. Of course, if your plan is long highway trips at high speed, you might want to look for a larger displacement. But if your thing is to move with style, efficiency, and comfort in the urban environment, this Suzuki will make you fall in love.
Honda PCX 125. This machine is not just another revolution. It is a true statement of intent. It arrives with improvements that make it a more tempting option than ever. Imagine a scooter that combines the most advanced technology with a design that attracts looks, all wrapped in the usual reliability of the Honda brand. Sounds good, right? Well, keep listening because what's coming will interest you. Under that fairing with futuristic lines beats a heart full of technology. The well-known 125cc ESP Plus engine. It's a 4-valve, liquid-cooled single-cylinder, adjusted to comply with the Euro 5 standard. It delivers 12 horsepower, enough to reach a top speed of about 98 kilometers per hour, more than enough to move around the city and escape without problem on the road. But what is really surprising is its efficiency. It consumes only 2.1 liters every 100 kilometers, and with its 8.1-liter tank, you can travel up to 385 kilometers without refueling. Furthermore, it incorporates the idling stop system, which turns the engine automatically at traffic lights to save fuel and reduce emissions, activating instantly with a gentle turn of the throttle. And it not only takes care of your wallet, but also your safety. As standard, it comes with traction control, a system that prevents the rear wheel from losing grip when accelerating on wet or slippery surfaces. Another great novelty for 2025 is the incorporation of a rear disc brake, which replaces the old drum, offering more powerful and consistent braking. This is combined with a 220mm front disc and the essential ABS, providing comprehensive safety at all times. Stability is also guaranteed thanks to its steel double cradle chassis, a 31mm front fork, and 2 long travel rear shock absorbers. The alloy wheels, 14 inches at the front and 13 at the rear, contribute to that robust touch and contribute to agile and balanced handling. But where it really stands out this year is in the technological department. Honda offers 2 versions, the Standard and the DX. The Standard version is already very well equipped. It features an LCD screen, full LED lighting that gives it a very characteristic light signature, and a practical smart key, which allows you to start or open the seat without taking the key out of your pocket. However, if you're one of those who can't conceive of life without a mobile phone, the DX version is for you. It includes an impressive 5-inch TFT screen with Honda Road Sync connectivity. Thanks to it, you'll be able to see turn-by-turn navigation, control your music, or manage calls directly from the instrument panel, all controlled from a multi-directional button on the left handlebar. Furthermore, this version mounts rear shock absorbers with a remote gas bottle, which not only looks spectacular in gold, but also improved the response and stability. When you get on, you immediately notice how comfortable and accessible it is. Its seat height of 763 millimeters, together with a narrow central fairing, allows most riders to reach the ground easily, which is key in urban traffic. The riding position is relaxed and natural, with feet resting on a wide platform and excellent aerodynamic protection from the windshield and the fairing. With a weight of only 133 kilograms, the motorcycle is tremendously manageable. And here comes one of its biggest advantages, the loading space. Under the seat hides a 30.4-liter compartment, enough to store a full-face helmet, and you still have room left for a backpack or the day's shopping. Furthermore, it has a USB port in the front glove box, perfect for keeping your devices charged while you're on the move. And as far as the price for 2025 in Europe,
The standard version has a price of €3,499, while the DX version, with its TFT screen and advanced connectivity, goes up to €3,810. For now, there is no official information on its price or availability in the United States, so if you're in that market, it's best to check directly with local Honda dealerships. And if you're wondering what users think, the answer is clear. The PCX enjoys a very positive rating, with a score of 3.77 out of 5 based on 183 reviews. Owners highlight its low consumption, great range, comfort, quality of materials, and above all, its agility in the city. Among the improved points, many celebrate that Honda has replaced the old rear drum brake with the new disc. Some users mention that they would like a bit more power for trips with a passenger. As for faults, there are no significant reports in the 2025 model, which reinforces its reputation for reliability and robustness. So who is this motorcycle perfect for? If you move mainly around the city, it's an unbeatable option. Ideal for beginners due to its ease of handling and contained weight, but also for experienced riders looking for a practical, refined, and stylish vehicle. It's the ideal companion for those who value comfort and efficiency, and for anyone who wants to move with freedom and without overspending. Although it has the range for long getaways, its true habitat is the city, where it becomes a natural extension of the rider. Agile, comfortable, and free of complications.
KYMCO Skytown 125. If you are looking for a scooter that combines price, equipment, and fun in a single machine, you have come to the right place. Today we're going to get to know in depth a scooter that arrives with the clear intention of making things difficult for the big names in the segment. Imagine this, an agile scooter with an engine that responds joyfully at every traffic light, and that furthermore takes you from one end of the city to the other by filling up the tank only a couple of times a month. That, exactly that, is what the Skytown offers. Inside, it beats a 125cc air-cooled single-cylinder engine, a simple, robust, and proven solution, which delivers 11 horsepower at 8,500 RPMs and a torque of 10 Nm at 6,500 RPMs. The result? A lively, energetic ride, ideal for the city. It can reach a top speed close to 100 km per hour and even touch 115 km per hour under favorable conditions. More than enough to move with ease on fast lanes and ring roads. And pay attention to this detail. Its consumption is one of its great attractions. With a 7-liter tank and a homologated consumption of just 2.5 liters every 100 kilometers, you will enjoy a range of between 280 and 300 kilometers per fill-up. Not bad, right? But a good motorcycle is not measured only by its engine, and KYMCO knows it well. The cycle part is designed to transmit confidence and stability from the first meter. The chassis, tubular steel, combines lightness and rigidity, achieving a very balanced behavior in corners. As for suspensions, it equips a 31mm front fork and a dual rear shock absorber with preload adjustment in 5 positions. Perfect if you travel with a companion or with some luggage. And since safety is never an accessory, it mounts a dual-channel Bosch ABS braking system with a 220mm front disc and another 200mm rear disc that act with precision and without abruptness, transmitting that peace of mind we all want to feel when braking. When you get on, the first thing you notice is its great manageability. With only 126 kilograms of weight and a seat height of 770 millimeters, it's a scooter that makes you feel in control from the first moment. The instrument panel is a high-contrast LCD screen, clear and modern, which shows you all the essential information at a glance. And although KYMCO has decided to do away with more sophisticated systems like smart key or traction control to maintain an adjusted price, the Skytown is not short on useful equipment. It incorporates 2 USB ports to keep your devices always charged. Furthermore, its practicality is outstanding. Under its seat, it offers a space of 28 liters, enough to store a full-face helmet, and
As an extra, it includes as standard a shad rear top case with capacity for another full-face helmet. That is, space for 2 full helmets, without paying more. A detail that is appreciated in daily life. And what do those who have already tested it say? Users and specialized media agree that the Skytown stands out for its urban agility, its easy handling, and for filtering through the traffic with impressive naturalness. Its finishes are well above what one would expect in its price range, and precisely that balance between quality and cost is one of its greatest assets against direct rivals like the Honda PCX and the Yamaha NMAX. Of course, not everything is perfect. Some taller riders comment that the wide seat can make it a bit difficult to fully plant your feet on the ground. And as we mentioned, it does not have keyless systems or traction control, something that some competitors do offer. On the highway, if you maintain high speeds, consumption can rise to about 3.2 liters every 100 kilometers, but it is still a very reasonable figure. For the rest, searches and reviews don't point to recurring faults or serious problems, which confirms the good reliability of the model and the confidence that the brand inspires. At this point, perhaps you are wondering, is this scooter for me? The answer is a resounding yes, if what you are looking for is a faithful companion for the urban daily routine. It's ideal for beginners, thanks to its lightness and ease of handling, but also for older people or those who value comfort and accessibility. Perfect for going to work, running errands, or enjoying a relaxed ride on the weekend. Of course, if you plan long highway trips frequently, perhaps you should consider a model with a larger displacement and better aerodynamic protection. And now, the key question. How much does it cost? In Europe, it has an official price of 2,750 euros, although it is common to find it on offer for about 2,590 euros, with registration expenses included in many cases. That said, the available information does not confirm its launch in the United States this year, so everything indicates that KYMCO focuses its distribution primarily in the European market. In summary, it's not just a scooter, it's a statement of intent, an intelligent way to bet on the essential: reliability, handling, and practicality without paying more. If you want to feel the excitement of riding a motorcycle again, without complications and with a smile on your face every morning, this scooter is called to be your best friend on 2 wheels.
Piaggio Liberty 125. To start, you should know that the Liberty is not just any scooter. We are talking about a model with more than 27 years of history and more than 1 million units sold worldwide. Its secret has always been the same: to be practical, economical, and reliable. And for 2025, Piaggio has decided to update it, giving it a more modern air, but without betraying its essence. It maintains that philosophy of a high wheel and a flat platform that has made it so useful in the urban jungle. Under the fairing, the reliable 125cc I-Get single-cylinder continues, a 4-stroke, 3-valve engine now adapted to the demanding Euro 5 standard. It is an air-cooled engine with 10 horsepower and truly low consumption, only 2.5 liters for every 100 kilometers. On the move, its response is smooth, progressive, and full of energy from the first turn of the throttle. Reaching 80 kilometers per hour is a piece of cake, and if you need it, it can exceed 100 kilometers per hour without problem. Of course, its character is calmer and more urban, perfect for moving with style through the city, or even on secondary roads. Now let's talk about what supports all that mechanics. The chassis is tubular steel, solid and light, and the most important thing is it combines a 16-inch front wheel with a 14-inch rear. This detail makes the difference because it's what gives it that incredible stability that you will notice immediately, especially in curbs or when dodging obstacles in the city. For braking, it mounts a 240mm front disc with ABS, a guarantee of safety in any situation. At the rear, it maintains a 140mm drum brake, sufficient and reliable, although some wish it were already a disc, more for aesthetics and modernity than out of real necessity. The rear suspension, with a single shock absorber, fulfills its function well, although on cobblestones or speed bumps, it can feel a bit firm. And here come the novelties that give it that fresh 2025 look. The Liberty debuts a horizontal position LED headlight, more modern, more elegant, and above all with a much more current look. But the most revolutionary change is right in front of you, the new 5-inch digital LCD instrument panel. Goodbye needles, hello to the future. It has day and night modes and a complete onboard computer. Furthermore, Piaggio offers an optional connectivity platform to link your smartphone, manage calls, music, and the motorcycle's location directly from the screen. And when you get on, you'll notice another improvement. The handlebar is higher, giving you a more upright, relaxed, and natural riding posture. As for comfort, the seat is 787mm from the ground, an accessible height for almost everyone. Added to its flat platform, moving around the city is as comfortable as getting on and starting. Inside the seat, which now opens electrically with a button, there's space for a jet-style helmet, and in the glove compartment of the windshield you'll find a USB port to charge your mobile. The design, meanwhile, remains elegant and slim, with new aluminum details like the top case carrier, which give it that touch of premium quality. And what's the price? In Europe, the standard Liberty 125 starts from €2,999, while the S version, with black details and a sportier style, costs €3,099. For now, there's no official price confirmed for the United States, at least in the information available. And what do those who already use it say? Users agree on one thing: the Liberty is a practical, agile, and very easy to handle motorcycle. Many qualify it as a commercial success, perfect for getting around the city. Its low consumption and reliability are its greatest virtues. Of course, there are some observations. For long journeys, some recommend not maintaining very high speeds for a long time, as the engine can heat up, and its 6-liter tank limits the range a bit, so it is advisable to plan refueling well. There are also criticisms shared by both users and specialized media. The rear drum brake, which is starting to feel outdated, and a rear suspension that could be a bit softer on rough terrain. So, who is the Liberty 125 for? It's the perfect companion for those looking for an intelligent urban solution. Ideal for beginners because of its simple handling and safe riding position. It's also fantastic for students, professionals who move around the city, or even older people who value comfort and ease of use. And although you can take small weekend getaways, its natural terrain is the urban asphalt, where the Liberty feels at home and where its practicality shines brightly.
Meet City Vision 125. It is one of those proposals that arrives with a clear mission: to conquer the city's asphalt. Imagine a scooter designed thinking exactly about you, about your daily journeys, about traffic jams, about those endless rounds looking for a parking space. Well, this meet seems made just for that. Let's get to know it in depth, as if it were already waiting for you at your doorstep. The first thing that stands out is its attitude. With a high 16-inch front wheel, this scooter does not go unnoticed. And be careful, it's not just a design whim, it's pure functionality. That large wheel gives you incredible stability, especially when you pass over those treacherous cobblestones or sections of imperfect asphalt. The bumps are felt much less, and that, in the city, is appreciated. Its design combines modern lines with a bold touch. Matte gray, black, and yellow, or black and red versions with neon color details, giving it that futuristic air, but without being pretentious. Let's move on to its heart. The City Vision mounts a 125cc liquid-cooled single-cylinder engine, which means it will stay cool even in the toughest summer traffic jams. It delivers 11 horsepower, the maximum allowed for a 125, and a torque of 10 Newton-meters, figures that translate into an agile response, ideal for the typical bursts of acceleration between traffic lights or cutting between cars.
But the best part is the consumption, only 2.5 liters every 100 kilometers. And with his 12-liter tank, you will have plenty of range for several days without setting foot in the gas station. Your wallet will thank you. And here begins the most practical part, where the City Vision proves that intelligence is not at odds with the price. Can you imagine getting on without having to look for the key? Well, forget about it. This scooter has a smart key system, a proximity key that allows you to turn it on just by approaching and pressing a button. The remote even includes an alarm, warning hazard lights, and a location button, ideal when you park it in large places. Its TFT touchscreen is another success, clear and modern and with all the information in view. And of course, a USB port could not be missing to keep your mobile charged while you store it comfortably in the open glove compartment right below. If you are one of those who uses the motorcycle for everything, pay attention to this. The City Vision has a completely flat floor. It may seem like a minor detail, but it's not. It allows you to place a shopping bag, a package, or even a small suitcase between your legs, freeing up space on the seat. And speaking of the seat, it is large, long, and very comfortable, both for the rider and the passenger. Underneath, you will find a generous loading space, enough to store, depending on the size, an open-face helmet. At the back, a robust rack is ready to install a top case, something almost essential in daily life. In fact, in some tests, they have equipped it with a huge thermo top case for delivery, which demonstrates its clear, practical vocation and its great loading capacity. As for safety, the City Vision incorporates Combined Braking System, CBS, which distributes the force between the two wheels when you use the rear brake lever, guaranteeing more stable and safe braking, something vital in urban emergency situations. The suspensions, with a telescopic front fork and rear shock absorbers adjustable and preload, offer a very well-achieved balance between comfort and control. And now comes the big question. How much does it cost? Here, it makes a splash. Its price in Europe for 2025 is only €2,695. Regarding its availability or prices in the United States, there are no clear data yet, so it's best to contact a Meet dealership or local importer directly to confirm it. And what do those who have already tested it say? Specialized media agree. Its value for money is spectacular. Having a TFT screen, proximity key, and such a well-resolved chassis at this price is something that very few competitors offer. Its strong points are the loading capacity, the technology, and its urban practicality. Of course, some mention that at higher speeds on road or highway stability could be improved a bit. Nothing serious, it just shows that its natural terrain is the city, where it is agile, light, and manageable. As for faults or problems, no notable incidents have been reported so far, although it is always a good idea to take a look at owners' forums when the model has been on the market for longer. So, who is the scooter for? It's designed for those looking for practicality, savings, and technology all in one. It's ideal for beginners, since it can be driven with a car license, B license with 3 years of experience, and its manageability makes it perfect for moving through the traffic with confidence. It is also a fantastic option for older people or retirees looking for a comfortable, stable, and easy-to-use vehicle. And of course, a very capable work tool for delivery people, thanks to its reinforced chassis and low consumption. Of course, if your idea is to frequently travel on highways or take long trips, perhaps you should look for something with more weight and stability at high speeds. But for the daily routine, for moving with style, comfort, and common sense, the City Vision 125 has everything you need and a little more.
Morbidelli SC 125LX, a scooter that is causing a lot of talk in 2025, and for a reason. Because it combines a design with Italian airs with a value for money that does not go unnoticed. Imagine a scooter with high wheels, with that stature that gives it presence and at the same time makes it ideal for overcoming the potholes and curbs of the city. At first glance, it has that sophisticated air that deceives. It seems more expensive than it really costs. Its heart is a 124cc single-cylinder engine, which delivers 11 horsepower, enough to move with ease in urban traffic. It reaches about 95 kilometers per hour, more than enough to move around the city or even some interurban stretches. And the best part, being liquid-cooled, it doesn't flinch even in traffic jams. Its automatic CVT transmission makes driving it a child's play. You turn the grip, and you simply move forward. But the interesting part is not only in what is seen. The good part is noticed when driving. Its steel chassis gives it a surprising feeling of solidity and agility.
And the suspensions, a front fork with 90 millimeters of travel and 2 rear shock absorbers with 76 millimeters of travel and adjustable and preload in 5 positions. What does that mean? That you can adapt the firmness of the ride if you are going alone, with a companion, or with some luggage, a detail that makes a difference. In safety, it goes a step further. It mounts disc brakes on both wheels with an ABS system, something not usually seen in scooters in this price range. A huge plus when braking on wet surfaces or in an emergency. In technology and comfort, it doesn't fall short either. It greets you with a keyless system, so you can start it without taking the key out of your pocket. All lighting is LED, which not only gives it a modern look, but also greatly improves your nighttime visibility. In front of the handlebar, you have a digital LCD screen, clear and well visible, with all the information you need. And under the seat, there is space for a full-face helmet and a hidden USB port, ideal for charging your mobile or the intercom while you ride. In terms of ergonomics, Morbidelli has thought of everyone. The seat is 80 centimeters from the ground, a very accessible height for most riders. Furthermore, its narrow shape in the tank area allows you to plant your feet well when stopping. The riding position is natural and relaxed, perfect for traveling around the city without getting tired. And with a 9.5-liter tank and adjusted consumption, you'll be able to travel many kilometers before visiting the gas station. Now let's talk about the price, which is where Morbidelli aims straight into the heart of the European market. Its official price is around 2,790 euros, although thanks to current promotions, it can drop to 2,490 euros. Furthermore, they often include very tempting extras such as free third-party insurance for the first year or 0% interest financing, a combination difficult to ignore. As for its arrival in the United States, the information is still uncertain. For now, the sources focus on its commercialization within Europe. And what do those who already have it in their garage say? Well, the experience is mixed. On one hand, users highlight its complete equipment at an unbeatable price. The ABS, the keyless system, and the adjustable suspensions are points that make you fall in love. But there are also reports of reliability problems in some units. Some owners mention early incidents that took them to the workshop and even breakdowns that left them stranded. This is, without a doubt, its most delicate point. The positive part is that Morbidelli offers a 5-year warranty, which provides an extra peace of mind for those who decide to bet on it. So, who is this scooter for? It's designed for those looking for a daily battle companion, practical, economical, and with a level of equipment above average. Ideal for beginners due to its ease of use, and also for experienced users who want a modern, safe, and affordable scooter. Of course, if your thing is long highway trips or if you prioritize maximum long-term reliability, maybe you should explore more established options. But if what you want is to enjoy the city without spending a fortune, with style, safety, and comfort, this scooter can be that perfect companion you are looking for.
ZONTES 350e. If you're looking for a maxi scooter that has absolutely everything for 2025, get ready, because the 350e arrives with the firm intention of stealing your heart. Imagine a motorcycle that not only takes you from one point to another, but turns every journey, no matter how short, into an experience of pleasure, power, and technology. Let's discover together why this scooter has become one of the most irresistible options of the moment. In its heart beats a 349cc single-cylinder engine powered by Bosch electronic injection, capable of delivering 39 horsepower and 38 newton-meters of torque. In practice, this translates into a speed that effortlessly exceeds 140 kilometers per hour, reaching nearly 144 kilometers per hour, making it perfect for highways and safe overtaking. But it's not all raw power. It has 2 riding modes, Eco and Sport, which adapt to your style, and it even automatically changes to Sport mode if you need an extra push in an emergency situation. And here comes a point that makes you fall in love. With a 16-liter tank and an average consumption of only 3.5 liters per 100 kilometers, you can take very long trips without worrying about the next gas station.
Now, how is all that energy controlled? It relies on a reinforced steel chassis and a truly effective set of suspensions. At the front, a double cradle that provides exceptional rigidity, and at the rear, two adjustable shock absorbers that smoothly filter out the irregularities of the asphalt, giving you an impressive feeling of stability. As for braking, there are no concessions. A 268mm front disc with a Joda radial 4-piston caliper and a 265mm rear disc, all managed by a dual-channel ABS that gives you enormous safety in every stop. And to complete the package, it incorporates traction control, which prevents slippage when the ground becomes treacherous. But where the 350e really wins you over is in comfort and technology. As soon as you get on, you notice a relaxed position and a seat height of only 770 millimeters, ideal for most riders to plant their feet easily. The electronically adjustable windshield protects you from the wind on long trips, and every detail of the equipment seems designed to make your life more comfortable. It has a full LED lighting system that lights up the night as if it were day, an 8-inch color TFT screen with Bluetooth connectivity and screen mirroring to mirror your smartphone directly. The proximity keyless system allows you to turn it on and lock it without taking the keys out of your pocket. The heated grips save you on cold days, and under the seat, you have space for 2 full-size helmets, something not all scooters can boast of. Those who already have it in the garage highlight above all its incredible value for money, offering equipment that rivals much more expensive scooters. The comfort on long trips is also highly praised. There are users who report having traveled more than 700 kilometers in a row without feeling fatigue. Of course, almost everyone agrees on an improvable detail. The stock CST tires are not up to the level of the rest of the package, and many recommend changing them as soon as possible to take full advantage of its potential. It's also commented that although ZONTES has expanded its network quite a bit, you should always check the after-sales service and parts availability in your area before deciding. As for the price, for 2025 in the European market, you can find it from approximately 5,057 euros. For now, there is no updated official data for the US market, so it's best to check directly with a ZONTES dealership in your country to get an accurate quote. So, who is the ZONTES 350T really for? It's for those looking for a practical and elegant scooter for the daily routine, but who also want excitement on the weekends, for those who do not want to give up on technology, power, or comfort. Its accessible height and simple handling make it ideal for beginner riders or those of shorter stature, while its powerful engine and great range conquer the more experienced. In short, if what you're looking for is a scooter without compromises that makes you smile every time you turn the key, the ZONTES 350e deserves without a doubt a high place on your list.
And we have reached the end of this tour of 7 scooters that, each in their own way, represent the best of 2025. Power, technology, design, all of them have something special. But if I have to choose one, the one that has really won me over, that would be the ZONTES 350e. Because it is not just a scooter, it is a statement. It combines the strength of its 39 horsepower with a range of over 350 kilometers and very complete equipment. That is my personal choice, but now I want to know yours. Which of these 7 scooters has won your heart? Leave it in the comments, and if you enjoyed this journey on 2 wheels, give it a like, subscribe, and hit the bell to make this motorcycle family even bigger. Good roads to everyone.